Dinosaurs and Stuff. An opinion piece written and produced by Pierre Anthony, narrated by me, Andrew. It is a good thing that scientists are trying to determine the age of the universe and Earth. I have no problem with that. It would be marvelous if they could figure it out. That would settle a couple of arguments. The age of the universe and Earth is one thing, but how old are the dinosaurs? Like the question of how old the universe and Earth are, the age of the dinosaurs is contentious. Some argue that they are 60 million years old, and some say less than 6,000 years or so. Like the chicken and egg argument, also known as the chicken and egg problem, is a classic causality dilemma that has puzzled philosophers, scientists, and thinkers for centuries. The core of the problem is to determine which came first, the chicken or the egg. This question is rooted in a deeper philosophical inquiry about cause and effect, as well as the origins of life. A logical thinker will, without thinking, say, well, the chicken, of course. How else will you get the egg if the chicken is not there? However, is it as simple as that? Or do some people make it far more complicated, even if the historical records point to the chicken? The chicken and egg problem dates to ancient Greek philosophers. For example, Aristotle, who lived in the 4th century BCE, discussed this problem in his works. He pondered over the cyclical nature of life, seeing the chicken and the egg as a paradox that highlighted the difficulty in pinpointing the origin of a cycle. Another Greek philosopher, Plutarch, also mentioned the chicken and egg problem in his collection of essays called Moralia. He used it to discuss the concept of causality and the origin of things. Various cultures have their own interpretations and stories about the origin of life and the universe, often touching upon similar themes of initial cause and effect. From a scientific standpoint, the problem has been addressed through the lens of evolutionary biology. Modern evolutionary theory suggests that the egg came first. This is because birds evolved from reptilian ancestors that laid eggs long before the existence of the first true chicken. According to genetics, a genetic mutation in a bird that was not quite a chicken produced the first true chicken egg. Therefore, the egg containing the first chicken was laid by a bird that was not quite a chicken, supporting the idea that the egg came first. The chicken and egg problem is often used as a metaphor for discussing complex issues of cause and effect. It challenges people to think about the origins of processes and the difficulty in identifying a definitive starting point. It also illustrates the problem of circular reasoning, where two related events or phenomena are both necessary for the existence of each other, creating a loop with no clear beginning. On a broader scale, the dilemma can be applied to existential questions about the universe, life, and the origins of consciousness. The chicken and egg problem continues to be a popular topic in both academic and casual discourse. It serves as a useful analogy for discussing various scientific, philosophical, and logical issues. Its enduring appeal lies in its simplicity and the profound questions it raises about the nature of existence and causality. Following on the chicken and egg problem, dinosaurs are a diverse group of reptiles that dominated terrestrial ecosystems for over 160 million years during the Mesozoic era, which includes the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous periods. The origins of dinosaurs can be traced back to the late Triassic period, about 230 million years ago. The story of dinosaur origins begins with early reptiles, which first appeared during the late Carboniferous period, around 320 million years ago. These reptiles evolved from amphibians and gradually adapted to life on land. Science tells us that the amphibian ancestors are early reptiles that evolved from amphibian ancestors. Amphibians were among the first vertebrates to colonize land, having evolved from lobe-finned fish during the Devonian period. These early amphibians, such as Ichthyostega and Acanthostega, had limb structures that allowed them to venture onto land, albeit still requiring water for reproduction. The illogical thing about this belief is, when did they have the time to develop lungs from gills? They continue to explain that by the early Triassic period, around 250 million years ago, a group of reptiles known as archosaurs emerged. Archosaurs, meaning ruling reptiles, are the ancestors of both modern birds and crocodilians. This group included a wide range of species, some of which eventually gave rise to dinosaurs. The early archosaurs diversified into two main branches, the Pseudosuchia, which led to modern crocodilians, and the Avametatarsalia, which led to pterosaurs and dinosaurs. The earliest known dinosaurs evolved from small, bipedal archosaurs within the Avameta-Tarsalia clade. According to science, the first true dinosaurs appeared in the late Triassic period. Examples of early dinosaurs include species like the Eoraptor and Herrerasaurus. These early dinosaurs were generally small and bipedal, but they quickly diversified into a variety of forms. Dinosaurs thrived until the end of the Cretaceous period, about 66 million years ago, when a catastrophic event, likely a massive asteroid impact, led to their extinction. However, not all dinosaurs went extinct. Birds are the direct descendants of theropod dinosaurs and represent the only surviving lineage of this once dominant group. The Chicxulub crater on the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico is the primary evidence for the meteor impact hypothesis that explains the mass extinction event at the end of the Cretaceous period, leading to the demise of the dinosaurs. This theory is supported by a wide range of geological and paleontological evidence, making it one of the most compelling explanations for this pivotal moment in Earth's history. The fact is, it is still just a theory, still an unproven hypothesis. I think, and it is just me, the most compelling explanation is the creation events told by the Bible. Some of the reasons are that some of the dinosaur bones found had tissue in them, and over 66 million years, the chances that tissue survived that long is very small, in fact impossible. The other problem I have is that dating from the same site gives a vastly different age of these bones. The National Library of Medicine states that skeletal remains' complete loss of shape and integrity can occur as early as 6 years or as long as 30. The other problem I have is how did they know these dinosaurs looked like? I must be fair, anaerobic conditions can prolong the decay of bone and tissue, and this will probably only occur in cases of rapid burials in some or other layer, where there is no bacteria or oxygen. However, the probability of this is almost zero. Even under rapid burials, oxygen will be part of the burial process. Oxygen will be used up under these conditions, and I do not know over what period, but it seems highly unlikely that this is an answer to the preservation of fossils. It is also fair to say that this type of research is ongoing, and there is not a definitive answer to the age of the dinosaur bones. When it comes to DNA, I have researched this, but truly, I cannot form an opinion. The subject matter is far too big and way over my head. I apply logical thinking, and in most things, there are compelling arguments. But I ask the questions how, when, and how do you know? Normally, I follow the part of least resistance. In other words, a theory or concept that has the least blanks. In this case, the biblical account wins hands down, while the scientific reasoning is mostly conjecture. When it comes to atheistic views, I just want to say that if you do not believe in God of the Bible, that is your decision, but stop using unverified things like evolution over 6.5 billion years and dinosaurs being extinct for 66 million years and things you believe. Your religion makes less sense than any other. The point I want to make, some scientists and atheists make out that what they are saying is the ultimate truth, yet it is nothing more than guessing. It grinds me a bit when atheists like Richard Dawkins say that religion is based on something that cannot be proven, and he believes in science that can be proven. In terms of religion, he may be right, but what he said about science, especially evolutionary science, he is dead wrong. His religion is, as unproven.